You are viewing Video Vocab. We believe in the value of edutainment. We're here to entertain you in such a way that we help you to improve your active vocabulary. To achieve this, we will use clips from movies, TV shows, and podcasts.
Proprietor.
You know, I never knew what a munificent society was till now.
Dennis Ing, proprietor.
Nelson Chu. Doesn't sound familiar, but we help a lot of people here. Maybe he was one of them.
Well, can you check your records? It's Chiu, C-H-I-U.
Of course.
Chu didn't seem like the kind of guy who would need your help, Mr. Ang. Any chance he worked here?
No, that I would know.
Favorites.
It almost sounds like regret. Something you said you didn't believe in.
After a few caipirinhas, I say a lot of things.
Say yes to dinner tonight.
I'm sorry, I have to work.
You're the proprietor.
I like you, James. I do. Men like you are trouble.
Men like me.
Men who come here to escape their past.
Oh.
I want to talk about the case. I'm interested in his profession. You're a barber?
It's Floyd's tonsorial parlor. Floyd Lawson, proprietor. I'm Floyd Lawson.
Oh, fortunate for me. I wonder, would you mind combing out my hair?
Proprietor. A person who owns a business or property. Often used for small businesses like shops, cafes, inns, or privately owned companies. When you see the pause button on these definition screens, you can pause if you would like to keep reading. Ascertain.
We need to learn more about these life forms.
What we need is to get our people back.
It's illogical to believe we can do that without learning more about the aliens' intentions.
Do you have something in mind?
I'd like your permission to leave the catwalk.
You wouldn't have a chance. One of those things would take you before you got back to the saucer section.
Not necessarily. If a life form attempts to exchange its consciousness with mine, I believe I can prevent it.
What makes you think that?
No offense, Captain, but the Vulcan mind is far more disciplined than yours. If an alien attempts this transfer, there may be a brief period when our minds are conjoined. It's possible I could ascertain their motives.
The warships are taking a standard attack posture. Staggered approach vectors within weapons range.
Shields up, red alert, Captain. Doctor, I suggest that you return to your quarters.
I don't want there to be any bloodshed because of my decision.
They will do everything they can to avoid it. I think we should get out of their way now.
Yes, of course, I understand.
Mr. Worf, ascertain their offensive potential.
Aye, sir.
In a cross section of a tree log, and you'll know how old it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's very similar in an ice core. You've got layers, annual layers, because each year there's snow that falls. It gets compressed into firn, F-I-R-N, which is the transitional phase between snow and glacial ice. And it eventually gets compressed into glacial ice. And when you look at a cross-section of the ice core, you'll see these fine layers in there, right? So they can go back and they can look at these layers, they can count the layers, and there's a lot of things going on in these layers. Oxygen isotopes are a critical one for ascertaining climate changes because oxygen isotopes are a function of temperature.
The fire did superficial damage. Because of the humidity of the area where the body was placed, there was ample tissue left to ascertain that he was stabbed 3 times.
Could it have been a fight gone wrong?
It's unlikely. Vital organs were targeted. In my professional opinion, this was someone who knew what they were doing and had intent.
I told you I was coming back with the police. Well, here's the police. Ask me, go ahead, ask me, do I see the guilty party in this room? Yes, I do. That's him right there. That one standing right over here.
Well, we may as well get right to the crux of the matter, Mr. Sanford. We're here to ascertain the veracity of a citizen complaint regarding purloined property supposedly taken from his premises.
Have you got Grady's TV?
Ascertain. To find out or learn something with certainty. Often used when someone investigates, checks, or verifies information. Brusque.
Now, to continue on, I've been hearing that the customers like to come in here because they enjoy themselves. That you're friendly, you chat.
We think it's our sexy uniforms.
Why do you think this restaurant is in the middle of this department store? It's because when our customers are hungry, we do not want them to leave. And after they've eaten, we want to get them right back out there so they can buy things.
Well, do you want us to be mean?
Not mean. Brusque.
Excuse me, ma'am, what are you doing?
Please, honey, don't call me ma'am. Makes me feel older than 25. Here, have a pea pod.
I'm assuming that you're going to pay for the food that you've consumed on the premises?
Oh, so brusque. And you are?
I'm the new assistant manager here.
Oh, well, listen here, my fine friend, who, if you had a better hairstyle, I might consider dating. I do this all the time.
Not from now on, I'm sorry.
Hitchcock is here. Tell him to wait.
Send him in.
I've got a great idea, Your Majesty. Why don't you visit the United Nations? You can meet a lot of kings and presidents.
Send him in.
Send him in. Look, Your Majesty, Mr. Hitchcock is a very busy man, and busy men are sometimes very brusque and impatient. He might say something to insult you.
We hope not, for his sake.
Look, if you can't bury a body deep enough, you cover it in lies. The animals don't dig it up. It's classic Al Capone.
You think it was a mob hit?
Oh, jeez. What, a girl in her 20s?
Sexist. Nowadays, a girl in her 20s can be just as much a mobster as a guy.
Wonderful how far we've come. All right, listen, I want you to take these cases, okay? See if there's any similar crimes.
You're very brusque today.
What?
Brusque. It's a word. All right, here we go. Howard Viceroy. Forget it. The MO's right, but the guy's in Hazleton for life.
Dr. Wells, what I said about how you don't care about people,
Look, Barry, there's a reason that my biography describes me as arrogant, prickly, brusque.
At times contemptuous. I read it twice.
You were right. I don't care much for people, Barry. I find them misinformed, short-sighted.
Brusque. Speaking or acting in a very short, abrupt, or rude-sounding way. Often describes someone who is blunt to the point of seeming unfriendly. Oblique.
Actually, we haven't been arguing as much lately.
It's the therapy. We're learning how to communicate.
18 double word score, that's 36.
No Spanish.
Spanish.
Oblique?
Oblique. Indirect, not straightforward. Come on, you're in college.
Not an English major.
Fang is in play now. We might be able to use him.
How?
I don't know yet. But he's clearly valuable to Beijing, which makes him valuable to us.
Nothing about Xander Fang.
Never.
Daniel Lanigan. Raymond Tusk.
We only discussed their marriage, nothing about the business of the White House.
Any oblique reference to work-related pressures he was feeling?
He said he wasn't getting as much sleep as he'd like.
With the help of the video spectral comparator, I can use infrared light to see writing not visible to the naked eye.
You ought to have your own talk show.
For what?
Can you help us?
Yeah. The oblique light illuminates the indented impressions. Luckily, she wrote with a heavy hand.
Ain't science great?
It is if you want names and addresses.
I meant in the larger sense.
In the larger sense, I really don't give a crap.
No, I don't think that's true. Be honest. You've got the tiniest bit of give a crap left. Otherwise, you wouldn't be going on this kamikaze mission. Now, let me see. There was something in a sacred prophecy, some oblique reference to you. Something you're supposed to prevent. Now, what was that?
The apocalypse.
Yes, the apocalypse.
Oblique. Not direct or straightforward, expressed in an indirect or unclear way. It can also mean slanting or angled rather than straight. Sometimes people with poor language skills come off as a little brusque. It's best to ascertain if we fall into that category, then improve our vocabulary. Learning these words need not be oblique. Just practice them. When speaking to a proprietor of any shop, it's best to speak clearly. If you like this episode of Video Vocab, please like and subscribe. We challenge you to add a comment on what you think are the sources for any of these video clips. Can you guess which movie, TV show, or podcast they come from? Each clip has the word and a clip number to help you identify it in your comments. Some are obscure, so have fun. Also, what is your favorite clip? After a week we will list the sources so you can see how right you were. Thought of the Day. By George Bernard Shaw. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place.